Welcome to Unity of Bloomington. We offer practical, spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We talk about how human beings live a kind of a dual existence. On the one hand, we are having this human experience. We talk about this as living in the relative realm. We call this our little s self. And this is that realm that we can take in through the five senses, through seeing and hearing and touching. And this is the realm of the ego. This is the realm of limited human understanding. This is the realm of temporary. And in this context, life can be very difficult. Life can be a struggle because we don't always see the bigger picture. But as human beings, we also live in another realm, and we call this the realm of the absolute. And this is reality as seen from the perspective of the divine, from the perspective of infinite oneness. Within this realm, we live from what we call our capital S self, or our deeper self. One analogy that I'd like to use is an iceberg. In an iceberg, there's only a very small portion of the iceberg that's visible above the sea level. And that sort of equates to our human self. And then that vast 90% of the iceberg that's below the level of the water, that equates to our deepest self, our spiritual self, floating in an ocean of spiritual oneness. And in this human journey, all too often, we spend our time thinking that that little portion above the surface, that little ego self, is all there is. And we struggle. We struggle to try to solve problems, to have relationships, to deal with all of the baggage that so many of us carry around with us. And it is a struggle because that little human self is not up to dealing with all of that. So part of what we teach here at Unity is ways to wake up and become aware of this deeper self, this self that is a channel of the divine, this self that is one with infinite oneness. And our purpose in life is actually to wake up to that deeper self and to allow that flow of spirit to move up into and through this little human life, so that it's not an either or, it's a both and. And so what? What does that do for us? What does that information do to help us live this life? It comes down to spiritual practice. In the moment of our humanness, when stuff comes up, anything that throws me off my even keel, I can remember that I have this deeper self, that in reality, in capital R reality, we are all one. We are eternal beings. We are always safe. God is always present, moving in and through and as every situation. With that remembering comes a flowering of inner peace. And it's not that it makes the outside situations go away, but it allows us to respond in a different way. It allows us to respond from a place of peace and a place of love. Thank you.